Come out of the box.
Hello YouTube, cheers, and welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Slim.
The Basement is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So, it's Throwback Thursday today. We got a live studio audience. Say what's up.
What up, fool?
Today we're doing Busta Rhymes versus E-40. Yeah, Throwback Thursday. We getting it in. We taking it all the way back, and it's gonna be a fun one. Okay. So with that being said, let go.
Yes.
Well, for me, it's E-40. I can't sit up here and hold y'all. And that's probably surprising, especially to anybody who knows me and knows that I was born and raised on the East Coast. But you gotta call a spade and give props where they do. E-40 has a career that spans from 1986 to now, with songs that's relevant on the charts as of maybe a couple of months ago, like Petty, and the song Choices last year, which had over 20 million views. Spanning back to when I was in high school, in junior high school, and beforehand, when you talk about 86, him being in the industry. And not only that, independently, I think he founded the record label Sick With It Records, I want to say somewhere in between 89, 90, or maybe 91. By 92, he was already dropping records off that label. By 95, when I actually caught on to E-40, which is around the time Captain Save-A-Hole, y'all know, Sprinkle Me, you know.
You sure they know?
They know because we heard it out here on the East Coast, so I'm pretty sure he's a god out there on the West Coast.
True.
And anywhere in between the Midwest, that's the dudes who put me up on that on E-40 was from the Midwest, so I'm pretty sure they know. But yeah, I always thought E-40 was underrated as a lyricist anyway, and maybe doesn't get enough credit for the slangs that he helped pioneer. A lot of styles and trends, you know, that came from the Bay that ended up, you know, being a staple in the genre of hip-hop. It's credited to E-40. When you say in the Easy and for Sheezy, my Neezy, you know, a lot of that stuff, you know, E-40 was coining that stuff back then. So, yeah, I would have to say in this one, E-40.
Don't sleep on E-40 though. That's right. You're right. Don't sleep on him. And he's a staple over there. He's a staple over there on the left side. They he is a god over there. But Busta, nationwide and worldwide, renowned. That's him, Busta. Got his name really from Chuck D, one of my idols. You know why? Because even the great Chuck D realized that he could bust a rhyme like nobody else. Period. But really, it's the West Side. It's the West Coast. Busta, on the other hand, you remember Leaders of the New. From Leaders of the New School, which was, you know, a pretty good group. Pretty great group, actually. Pioneers in hip-hop. Well, I mean, that's in 89. So it's around the same time as you know, when E-40 came out.
Dinko and Charlie Brown, they was alright.
Busta was nice.
Yeah, Busta was nice.
Busta was nice. So he decided to make something called Flip Mode. Flip Mode Squad. Another label of his. Yeah, Flip Mode, Rampage, Raw Digger, okay. Lord Have Mercy. Mm-hmm. Let's also remember that in the time that he's becoming a nationwide superstar, the Row Dungeon Dragon was really a staple in hip-hop, period. Everybody knew what it was. Everybody knew Busta's sound, and he helped pioneer this whole thing. Not saying E-40 didn't, but I don't think it was the same level of notoriety that Busta had. But it wasn't just, wasn't just on the East Side. Let's remember he got down with Dr. Dre, did numbers over there, and if that wasn't enough, he got with Cash Money and got numbers down there. We're talking about South Side, West Coast, East Coast.
Wait a minute. The Cash Money venture was a flop. He dropped no album off of Cash Money. Before that,
wait a minute. I'll let you speak. Let me continue.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, in these 9 albums that Busta had, in that time, he's had talk on that. He's had so many hits, so many more hits than the 100 albums that E-40 has put out. E-40 is a god over there on the West Coast. But nationwide, Busta's got him. We're going to talk about the hits and I'll let you respond to that. Just to name a few. Woo-ha got you all in check. Put your hands where my eyes can see. The do-do. Y'all remember that. Y'all know that. We're talking about actual hits. Dangerous. Turn it up. Give me some more. Give me some more. Right? What's it gonna be? Wasn't that with Janet Jackson? Yes, another superstar. I'm talking about the hits, guys. The hits. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with E-40, but these hits I'm talking about are some of the biggest hits in hip-hop. Past the Cavassier. That was on the charts I don't know how many months. I Know What You Want. Touch It. Okay? These are just to name a few. The amount of hits that this guy has in his only 9 albums and his nationwide notoriety, recognition, style, and him being a pioneer that he was, I gotta say Busta. Go ahead.
E-40, from a distance, I followed his career. Maybe not spanning back before Captain Save a Hole and Sprinkle Me and all that, but he probably has one of the largest catalogs in hip-hop history, period. The guy has well over 60 to 75 albums, easy. And like I said, this spans over two to 2.5 decades now. When you talk about the 90s, the new millennium, and half of the 80s, like the end of the 80s, E-40 was there. Commercial appeal, you may want to say that Busta has that, and like I said, Busta's his career reaches to television as well as the big screen. But as far as music-wise, it doesn't stretch as far as E-40. And like I said, E-40 is actually still current and relevant today. Choices was a smash song. I could even think a few years before Choices, Tell Me When to Go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
And yeah, y'all remember that one too. He keep a hot one on the chart, and then it's music that I could vibe with. It's music that your kids could pop they collar, and hyphy what the kids was doing a few years ago. Hyphy too. This is what E-40 does. Continue to reinvent himself, and it's hot. It's actually good music. This is something that towards the end of Busta's career, not so much. He wasn't able, like I said, the Cash Money venture was a flop. If you do your homework and you Google that, he'll tell you it just didn't work out, which sometimes it doesn't. But like I said, when you're doing it independently like E-40, then your creative control and what you're dropping and how you're dropping it, there is no limit to it. Which is why E-40 continues to this day to drop music that he enjoys and also that the streets enjoy. I thought that was the video concept of Choices was one of the most brilliant videos of the year. I think it came out in 2015 or 2016, but I thought it was one of the most brilliant videos of that year because, like I said, he had everybody involved in it, which is what hip hop is about.
Well, I mean,
it's hard to dispute. We could go back and forth about whose lyrics or whatever the case may be. You know, you ask dudes, and I guess it depends on who you're asking and where you're asking them at. E-40s can go with the best of them as far as lyrics, as I'm sure anybody would say about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, those are facts. If you're talking about historic and brilliant video concepts, it's no debate. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Colorful, outstanding. As a matter of fact, when I was doing the research, not like I needed to, because Busta's one of my favorites of all time, period. Everybody knows that. He knows that. The truth is, he's been awarded by the Soul Train Music Awards for being one of the best visual artists of our time. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Y'all remember that video? Remember Woo-Ha? The first time they was using the bubble, which Missy Elliott took after that because it was such the bubble look. You know what I'm talking about. Give Me Some More. That video was crazy. The Touch It video, crazy. So not only has he been awarded for his visual art, I understand that the choices that E-40 did, I liked it. That was crazy. I love it. But as far as the visual artist is concerned, Busta has it hands down, and there's other people in the industry that also believe the same thing. But in all of the albums, in the 100 albums that E-40 has made, I'm not sure how many went platinum. I know Busta's did. I'm not sure how many won a BET Hip Hop Award. I know Busta has 5 wins and 10 nominations. And all of the 100 albums that E-40 has, I'm not sure how many Grammy Award nominations he got. I know Busta has 11. Source Awards, American Music Awards, I can go on down the list, but we're trying to make this one short and fun. E-40, that's your man right there. That's my man right there. You know what I mean? What's it? Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Hustle. Charlie Hustle. There it is. I'm just saying the facts are the facts. The awards are the awards. The hits are the hits. And as a visual artist, one of the most creative of our time. And yeah, he was in movies. 18 of them.
18 of them.
And some of those are classics, street classics, and actually Academy classics, like the Higher Learning Academy classic. It don't really get much better than that. I don't have much more to say. It's not really a debate. I respect E-40, but Busta has it on every single level. And he's Busta Rhymes, the moniker given by Chuck D for a reason. The dude can rhyme. Facts. Don't laugh, it's the facts. I'm just saying the facts. Well, I like you, E, but it's the facts.
You try to make the point of his name way more than it actually does. That's a good name, and I'm glad that Chuck D gave him that name.
You should be.
Because it fits him. However, it doesn't make him a better MC or a better rap artist or having had a better career than E-40. I've already explained how E-40 has probably twice the amount of albums that Busta does, including the fact that he's dropped currently, which Busta has not. But I'm gonna make this last point. Busta is nice. I'm actually born in New York. I'm born East Coast and raised East Coast. But as I said at the top of the show, we have to give props where props are due. E-40 has been underrated. Now, here's my thing when you talk about Busta and E-40, and here's my last and final point. When you speak about Busta Rhymes, no doubt he's regarded as one of the best MCs of that era, of our era in the genre, in hip hop. No question, of all time. When you speak about MCs and top rappers, Busta's name does come up. Here's my thing. When you speak about the top MCs out of New York of all time, Biggie's name often comes up. Nas's name often comes up.
Okay.
Jay-Z's name comes up.
Okay.
Few names come up.
Okay.
Busta is not usually one of those names that come up. And me and this guy has made a top 5 list. KRS name, Rakim's name, a lot of names come up. Busta's not one of them. My point in all that and saying that was, for 2.5 decades now, this guy E-40 has held an entire coast. And when you say the Bay, there's only 2 names that come up. You know, and when you're speaking for an entire coast for years now, for 25 years now, the NWAs, the Ice-T's, when you say Oakland or the Bay, and then the Bay, it includes, you know, San Francisco and Sacramento and everything in Oakland and all of that in between. When you say the Bay, those rappers include Mac Malls and Mac Dre's. When you say the Bay, 2 names come up. E-40 and Too Short. Period. And I'm going to leave it at that. And that's a fact.
These are facts.
And so, you know, when we speak upon the impact that the two have had, sure, Busta, and you hammered the point of he's more known, you know, universally or, you know, across the map, east to west coast, whatever.
Facts.
But when you speak upon who has had more impact, I hear him a lot of time call himself the ambassador. That's who E-40 is. He's what he says he is. The ambassador. Okay. You don't really speak past. You don't speak. Put it this way: you don't speak the Bay and not say E-40's name. You can speak New York and not mention Busta. You won't speak the Bay and not say E-40.
Okay, well I'll say this then. That sounds really good, and the point is made. Can't deny that point. But we're not just doing a list of East and West, but in the actual list of your top 20 artists, I would bet you more people have Busta over E-40. And that also counts for something. So, there it is. What do y'all think? Nominations, hit songs, TV and movie career,
or more albums, pioneering slangs.
Y'all tell us what you think. It's all about you. Leave the comments down there. Don't forget, down there you can also get your interview people, up and coming rappers, people who have something to promote or sell. Go right down there at thebasementinterviews.webs.com. You can just click on it down there and get it right. Today we don't have no shout outs because nobody's leaving comments. You're watching the shows, but you're not leaving the comments. We need your comments, people, because we want to shout you out. And with that being said, we want to say thank you to our studio audience, C Needle. He's got a new video up. Just check it out on YouTube, C Needle.
We got more bigger one coming. I know what time it is right now in the basement, baby.
All right. Thank y'all. Last words?
Any shout outs?
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is all I'm saying.
If he said it, good. I appreciate all the love out there.
Busta. Peace.